Anyway, so this is, remember we were talking about the S, P, and D, and F, and the energy levels. I don't know if you remember that or not. But the first house has got one energy level, one floor. That's it. The second house has two floors. If you can see over there, it's got an S floor and a P floor. The S floor only has one room. The P floor has 3 rooms. Right? Then we go to the third house. It's got 3 floors. S, the P, and the D. And then the fourth house has S, P, D, and F. Does that make sense? But notice this. These houses are on a hill. So the fourth energy level is higher. Okay? So this has higher energy. If I rolled a ball from up here, or if I rolled a ball from down here, this would have greater potential energy, right? Something wrong? Okay? But here's this whole P and D thing. S and D thing. So here's 4S, but look at 3D. 3D is higher than 4S. So 3D has a higher energy than 4S does. That's why when we were looking at the periodic table yesterday, we said it's N-1. That all of the D's are 1 less than the energy level. Am I doing something? Brett? Mr. Eads, are you okay? Sorry, I had to do that. Okay, well, let's look at it. Do me a favor, take out those periodic tables I gave you. I would pause it, but I don't think it's pause. It goes back to. Oh, we're recording again. Good. I gotta stop doing that. So, here's a periodic table you all had. I'm terrible at drawing, so I apologize in advance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 energy levels. Go across like this, and we go up and over and down. Down like that. So we have 1 energy level, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we have our F's down here. We have, now remember that the F's, this is 6th energy level and the 7th energy level. This right here goes there. This comes down here. Remember that? You good? Okay. So, this is our S groups. These are our D groups. And remember, D is N-1. So, this is 3S, 4S, 5S, 6S, 7S. But this is 3D, 4D, 5D, and 6D. Right? It's N-1. But we go back over our P's over here. Let's go down a little farther like this. So here is 2P, 3P, 4P, 5P, 6P, 7P. And then down here, our F is N-2. So if it's the 6th energy level, this is 4F, and this is 5F. Remember that? You all good? Okay. Now, let me take this and move you with me over here. It's exciting. Look, it gets to move with me. Yay. And I'm going to draw the periodic table out as we know it to look good. So here's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then here's my 2 S's. Come down here, all the way down to 6, because here's 6. I have to do it like this. And then it goes across like this, and it goes up to 4 here, and then it goes up and back down. Oops. So it looks like this. So we have, let's see, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I think that's it. Okay? So far, so good. I need to sit this guy up on something because it's not, maybe if I put it like right here. There you go. There you go. Okay, so if we look at this, here is our 1s, then 2s, then 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. This is my 4f and 5f. Does that make sense? Yes? And then we go over here. This is 3D, 4D, 5D, 6. I lied. I'm out of sync. Wait a second. Give me a second. My numbers didn't line up. So I've got one too many lines in here. So 3D, 4D, 5D, and 6D. Yes? And then we go back to, I'm going to start from the bottom. 7P, 6P, 5P, 4P, 3P, and 2P. I gotta make it all work there. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Okay, we good? So when I'm doing electron configurations tell us where the electrons are in the atom. Well, where the greatest probability of finding them in the atom is. So we use this script to do this. So let's say I have 1. This 1 is my energy level. That's what that represents, the energy level. Okay? Yes? Then I put my S. That letter tells me my sublevel. And then I have some superscript up here. I'm going to put a 2. And that tells me number of electrons. Okay? So this is a shorthand way of writing all this stuff. Someone give me an element on the periodic table. Oh, give me one better than that. Potassium. Oh, there we go. It'd be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. That's the electron configuration for potassium. It's like reading a letter. You just start at the top. Potassium is like right here on the periodic table. Correct? So I just read 1s2, 2s2. I go across to 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. I'm just reading the areas off the periodic table. Okay? We'll get more into this. You'll get it here in a second. Okay? Yes? So let me go to, so if I was like looking at oxygen. Oxygen is right here. So if we want to write electron configuration for this, we start over here at the 1s. So we write 1s2. It's like Dear John kind of thing, right? Because it belongs over here. See this 2, right? This is 1s1, 1s2. Does that make sense? And then we go through 2s2, 2s1, 2s2. And then we go through 2p1, 2p2, 2p3, 2p4. Yes, just for oxygen. Yes. Yes. And the nifty thing about this is if you add up these superscripts, they should give you the atomic number. So this is 8, and oxygen's atomic number is 8. Does that make sense a little bit? Talk to me. You good? No, you'll have to learn how to read the periodic table. So you're just going to have to know that 4s and then 3d, then 4p. Okay? So let's look at another one. So let's look at, let's go over here to germanium. Okay? So what do I start off with? 1s2. Thank you. 1s2. Then I go through what? I think, Jeremy, what's the next one?
2s1, 2s2.
So it's just 2s2. Because it's like you're just telling me what path you're going past. So it's 2s2 is fine. Then where do I go next, Chloe? So I just went through this one, so I go across, I'm going through. How many P's are there? 6. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. After 2P6, we go through what? Blaine?
3P.
Well, I went that way. I got to come back over here to the beginning again.
So
3s2. After 3s2, I go through what? Rory? 3p6. Good job. 3p6. After 3p6, I go through what? What do you think, Lauren? Sorry, I'm trying to. 4s2. Good job. And after 4s2, I go through what? Brett? 3d10. And then finally, I end up at germanium. Where? What do you think, Aaron?
4p2.
4p2. Good job. That is the electron configuration for germanium. It's a lot, but I have no doubt you can do it.
How do you remember which section is like?
Well, you know your energy levels. That's on your periodic table, right? And you're just going to have to know that this is, we know the S has 2 electrons. This is my S. D has 10 electrons, so that's my D. P has 6. And F has 14. Maybe some dumb person failed. I mean, I don't know. I always try to make little things like that to help me out.
I don't actually have a
Yeah. And remember, this is one less than the energy level. Yes, ma'am.
So how do you do like
Well, we're going there. That's our next one. Good job. Thank you for asking me that. Woo, there we go. So let's look at lead. Let's do lead. This chair, I need a chair. Okay, so we start off with what? Let's just go around the room. How about that? Let's start out with Chloe, and we'll just kind of go around the room, and you take me where I need to go. Good. 1s2. Okay, Jade.
2s?
Good. So we're here. What's next, Aaron?
2p6.
Good job. 2p6. Okay, Alyssa.
3s?
Good job. 3s2. Brett. 3p6. And then Blaine.
4s2.
Good. 4s2. And then Hunter.
3d10.
Good job. 3d10. And Kyle.
4p6.
Good. 4p6. And then, why can't I remember? Wait. Claire. Emma. Oh, I moved you. That's why. I moved you from there over there. Okay. That makes sense now. I'm like, Emma sits over there. Sorry.
5s?
5s2. Well done. Okay. And then Haley. After 5s2, what comes next? Well, we're here at 5s. See where we are? What's my next lettering? 4D, and how many D's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 4D10. Okay? Got it? Okay. The next? 5P6, Claire? Yep. And Lauren? 6S2. Now, Jeremy, you get hit with the hard one after 6S2.
4f14.
Perfect. Then you go down to 4F14 down here. So after you, remember this part fits in right here. So you have to leave this periodic table and go down here. That makes sense? And then it comes back up and starts again here. So after 4F14, Aaron, where do I go?
5D10.
5D10. And after 5D10, I get what, Rory?
6P2.
6P2. And that is my electron configuration for lead. You have to remember to leave 6S and go down to 4F. Good?
And then when you go from line 7, you go back down.
Yes. And after 7S2, you go down to 5F. Does that make sense? Yes? Do you want to do one more like that? Okay. Because there's a shorter way of doing it. I'm just showing you the long way right now to make you appreciate the short way. Yes?
So when you get to the AC and you have to go down to 5F, do you go up to 4F and then?
No, you've already done 4F. Because you have to do 6S, 4F, 5D, 6P, 7S, then 5F. So, yeah, these two just fit up in here. So they're kind of separate. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do one more, and then I will teach you the abbreviated shorthand method. And you'll go, seriously? Someone has to say seriously. Okay. Let's do uranium. Let's do uranium. Right here. Okay? Emma, start me off. 1S2. I'm kind of losing room up here. 1S2. Back to Chloe. I'm sorry? Well, I'm at 1S2. I can't go to 2P until I go through what? 2S2. There you go. 2S2. Then what? Jade? Good. 2P6. After 2P6, Aaron? 3S2. After 3S2, Alyssa?
3P6.
Good. 3P6. After 3P6, Aaron? Or Aaron, sorry, Brett? 4S2. And then Brett? Brett. Blaine, what is wrong with me today? Blaine? 3D10. After 3D10, Hunter? 4P6. Good job. After 4P6, 5S2. After 5S2, Emma? So, what is it? 4D10. Sorry, yes, 4D10. Okay, after 4D10, Haley, where do I go then? 5P6. Well done. After 5P6, what? 6S2. And then Lauren, where do I go after 6S2?
4F14.
Good job. 4F14. I go down here. After 4F14, I go where? Jeremy?
5D10.
Good job. 5D10. After 5D10, I go where, Aaron?
6P6.
6P6. After 6P6, Rory?
7S2.
7S2. And after 7S2, Emma?
5F4.
5F4. Perfect. Right on the spot. Does that make sense? Yes or no? You seem to be getting it pretty well. Let me show you the abbreviated version. How about that? Okay, so now that we've got this, let's make it easier. Now we know we have our noble gases. Hopefully you remember something about the noble gases. They're on this column down here. Okay, Alyssa? So we have helium, neon, krypton, I lied, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. These are what we say have complete outermost shells. They are the most stable elements on the periodic table. So we go to them when we do electron configurations. So let's say I was looking at, let's see, we're doing selenium right here. If I wanted to write the abbreviated version for number 34, here's what you do. You go up a row and go over to that noble gas. And that you write argon. and put it in brackets. You put the noble gases, you go up a row and over to the nearest noble gas. But then you have to go and start at the next, like you leave the noble gas and go to 4s2, 3d10, and then 4p4. That is the abbreviated version for selenium. Because what it's telling me is this. Argon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. That is all there. Those are called core or inner electrons. Okay? And those core or inner electrons don't react. So we don't really have to worry about them. It's these electrons out here that do the reacting. Those are our valence electrons, or outermost electrons. We'll get to those next chapter. Does that make sense? Let's do another one. Org. Let's do lead. I like lead. Lead is right here. So we have, yeah, I like lead. It's kind of weird. Argon. Explains a lot, doesn't it? Xenon. Radon. Okay? So we go up a row. Which noble gas am I going to use? Xenon. So I go up and over to xenon. So xenon goes in the brackets. Then I come down and I go here to 6s2. What comes after 6s2? 4f14. And then what? 5d10. And then 6p2. That's the abbreviated version for lead. Now, if you have like neon or argon, you still have to go up one and do the outermost energy levels. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah. It's a little easier for sure. But what you'll have to do is you'll have to be able to look at the periodic table, not this one, but look up there like I did and just be able to read it. You know, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Just read it as you go across. Because this is going to tell us how things react. That's what it does. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do some practice work then.